Okay, so here we go. Damage control, the do's and the don'ts. First of all, I would like to give a little bit of wisdom. This is actually the most important wisdom you could get, is wisdom is absolutely useless if you don't apply it. So if you seek out wisdom and knowledge and advice and you don't apply it, you're just wasting your time. So if you're not open-minded to any of this and you're not willing to apply it in your life, this is just going to be another however many minute video that's just a waste of time for you. So please actually try your best to apply these things. I've applied all of them in the first 5 days, and I'm so extremely hopeful for my future, and it's turned myself around, and in fact it's saved me. Like, I needed this, I really did. Another thing really quick before we get started, all of these steps will be avoided if you follow the first step from the part 2, the I wills. And the first step in the next video is mind your own damn business. Okay, if you're focusing on yourself, you're not focusing on her. Focus on yourself, focus on the kids, and all of these will be avoided. Okay, it's that simple. I will elaborate more in the second video on this mind your own business, but for now, if you do those things first, all of these next steps can be avoided. Okay, so here we go. First step, shut up. That's it. Think before you do and you act. Like, seriously, keep your mouth shut, because if you're responding emotionally, it's not going to be good. You're just self damaging. What you do and you say in front of her and in front of your kids will and can be used against you in the court of law. Or she could harden her heart and it will make her change her mind. Maybe she wasn't thinking about lawyering up and taking this the custody way, but because of your actions and stuff, you pissed her off and now she does. So be careful what you do and say in the very beginning. This is the most important part, because she will and can use it against you. In fact, it's best to not talk to her at all until you are able to be thoughtful, okay? And it doesn't mean be kind and do nice things. Being thoughtful means being full of thought. Everything that you do and say needs to be thought out well before you do it, because you've got eyes on you now. They're like, everybody knows that you are a pissed off divorcing dad, and so they are going to be nitpicking and looking at every little thing that you do. So watch your actions. This is going to save your ass. So if you said a bunch of crap to her and try to make her feel like this terrible monster for however long since she asked for the divorce, like I did, for me it was the very first day, but it is best and reasonable for you to man up, swallow your pride as much as it hurts, and apologize to her and tell her that you are not trying to make the women that you've been married to for X amount of years, you're not trying to make her feel terrible. And I told my wife that she was selfish and ruining the family and all of this stuff. I swallowed my pride and I reached out to her and I took full accountability for everything that I said, and I said that I wish I could take it back and I'm sorry. Like, I hope that she gets the happiness and healing that she's looking for, because she's already checked out from me. There's nothing I could say. And I even told her I'm not trying to win you back at this point, but I did apologize to her the next day. That helped out so much, and she actually was pretty grateful that I was able to swallow that and say I'm sorry for my end in the deal. She might be level-headed enough to apologize for her end of the deal, but she doesn't have to. You're not expecting that from her. That she doesn't have to do that. Even though she might have done some horrible things and she hadn't been the best wife and stuff, most couples need to be able to apologize to each other, because nobody's perfect. But also remember, what you do and say can be used against you. So if you have gone and hurt her in any kind of way or tried to make her feel like a monster, it is best to apologize. And whatever resentment she was holding on to for what you said, she might be willing to let it go if you sincerely apologize and take accountability for the things that you have done or said. She will understand if you let her know that you were just blindsided, you were hurt, you were scared, you were freaking out, you didn't know what to do, your world was falling apart, and you let your emotions control your actions. And so if you tell her that you're sorry and you're on a better track now, she will understand. That is the best first thing that you could do if you have acted a fool. Okay, step 2, be very careful who you talk to and how you talk to them. Don't go and reaching out to her friends and telling her friends that she's being unreasonable. You need to talk some sense into her. Her friends and her family are going to be on her side the entire way. Even if she is wrong and they know that you're a good guy and they don't agree with her actions, you are going to make yourself look weak and obsessive, really, if you're reaching out to her family and her friends and trying to get her to change her mind. You cannot get this team of people against her, especially if it's her friends and family, to talk sense into her. She's made up her mind, and the best thing that she can have is some space. And if you are obsessing over her to her friends and family, you're not giving her that space. In fact, it makes you look bad. It's going to prove to her that she's the prize and that you are the one who has something to lose. It makes you look bad. It makes you look weak. Talking crap to her friends and family is not going to win her back. If winning her back shouldn't be your goal, but if you are hopeful that maybe you could, that's not the thing that you're going to do. Talking to her friends and family is not going to win her back. Another thing that goes along with be careful who you talk to is don't go talking crap to your own family and friends about her. Because if you guys do get back together and they're going to have this thought in the back of their minds that she's a piece of crap and that you are just some simple-minded fool who's a damsel in distress that took her back. Like, you don't want to be that guy. Another thing is you don't want your family and friends reaching out to her trying to talk sense into her. It's going to make you look even more obsessive, and that's not going to win her back. In fact, it's going to harden her heart even more and push her further away. Don't do that. Only tell people that you need advice from or help from. I didn't tell my best friend first. I didn't tell my parents first. I'm 5 days in. I still haven't told my parents. I will cover who you should tell in one of my next videos. Probably in the I will, in part 2. Actually, I will cover it in part 2. But yeah, definitely only tell people that you need advice from and help from in the beginning. Okay, don't go telling a bunch of people. It's going to make you look like a damsel in distress. You're not. You are not a victim. You are a growing man, and you are going to come out this stronger. But if you are complaining and bitching to everybody, you are going to look like you're just going to look like a damsel in distress, a victim. You don't want to do that. So step 3 is don't be obsessive. You're going to have to swallow your pride, let that crap go. Pride's actually a sin. Yeah, I'm a man of God, so some of the stuff that I say on here will be biblical. Hopefully a lot of it. Yeah, let go of your pride, eat some humble pie, and you're going to take accountability for your part in this too. And you're going to let her know it, and you're going to mean it, like sincerely mean it. That's for your own healing, not hers, okay? At this point, you don't owe her any more apologies or any of that stuff if you've already done that, but you need to mean it for yourself. If you don't actually sincerely take accountability for your part in this, you're not going to be able to move on and grow. So that is essential. Take accountability. Now do step 1 again. Shut up. So you've already done your damage control. You've apologized and you took accountability for the things that you've said and done. You are letting her know that you are clear-headed and level-minded now and that you're going to be okay. Let her have that part of stress off of her shoulders. Now you can start focusing on yourself. Shut up. This is don't be obsessive, remember? So what you're not going to be doing is you're not going to be looking over her shoulder to see who she's texting. If she sets her phone down and walks away, you're not going to be picking it up to see who she's texting. If you guys both have iPhones, it is okay to stop sharing your location. Chances are she probably already stopped sharing her location with you. That doesn't mean that she's cheating. That might just mean that she's checking out. Like, you shouldn't be trying to stalk her down. If she leaves the house, don't ask her where she's going. Don't wait 5 minutes and try to drive around and see where she's at. If you are focusing on what she's doing, you're not focusing on yourself or your kids. You need to focus on yourself. If you do that, then you're not going to be focusing on her. Don't be asking where she's going to her friends. If she left the house, don't text her best friend and say, hey, is she over there, and all of that stuff. It's going to make you look obsessive, and again, you're not focusing on yourself. Being obsessive will not win her back. The best thing that you could do is just shut up. Again, don't be obsessive, and give her space. That's going to help you out because you're not thinking about her. If you're not thinking about her, you're not worried about if she's sleeping with anybody else and all of that stuff. That's going to drive you crazy. That happened to me the first night. She left me. It has to be more. She has to be cheating. All of that stuff. I've let go of that now. It's none of my business. It's none of my business if she did, unless I'm going to use that against her in the court of law. But I'm grateful that we are cordial enough with each other that there is no intentions on custody rights or any of that stuff. So I'm grateful for that. You're not going to win her back being obsessive. The best thing that you could do if you ever want hope of winning her back is win yourself back. If you win back the man, you might win back the marriage, but it has to be on your own terms. It can't be her taking you back. It has to be you letting her back into your new life that you're building for yourself. Okay? Because what you guys were doing together before didn't work. So you have to be the man. You have to build a life that you want. And if you are willing to, you're going to let her in. That's the only exception from now on, men. You understand? So if you're being obsessive, it just gives her more control of the relationship. If she takes you back and you just go right back to your normal routine, she has more control of the relationship. It's going to put her on this pedestal. It's going to put in her mind that she is the prize and that you are lucky to have her, and that is not the position that you want to be. Step number 4 is don't try to win her back. I covered a lot of this in step number 3, but you're not trying to win back your marriage at this point. You're trying to win yourself back. If you are trying to win back your marriage and you don't succeed, you just wasted a lot of time trying to work on yourself, and it's just not good for you. You're going to be so disappointed if you don't succeed in winning her back, and you're still not growing yourself, which you need to do. Focus on you and focus on the kids, and that is the best thing that you could do. Don't try to win her back. So please do not be obsessive, and just do your best to look ahead and move on, grow yourself, focus on the kids. You're going to hear that so many times because that's the biggest point of this series. It really is. Step number 5 is don't be complaining. Why me? Don't prolong the grieving experience. Seriously. None of that. I don't deserve this. I've been so good. None of that. You have to make a choice right now if you're going to be grieving for a long time and letting this wreck you, or if you're going to, because eventually you're going to have to get over this. You're either going to get over it in a year from now, a week from now, a month from now, or you're going to get over it right now. That's a choice that you have to make. It's a hard one to make, but you're going to have to make that choice because it's going to be done sooner or later, and it's better to do it now. If you're sitting here grieving all of the time, you're not working on yourself, it's going to show on the kids, and it's not going to help you be a better father. It's not going to help you grow as a man. Don't be turning to drinking. It only messes with your health and your wealth. Also, it's going to be used against you in a court of law. If you start drinking a bunch and stuff, then she's not going to want you to have any custody over the kids. And the kids are just going to be seeing you as a drunk, sad dad. And you don't want them to see you like that. For me, in my case, I probably have... She was nice enough to tell me I could take my time to get my stuff in order before I move out, and I'm grateful for that. But I want my last months, I'm probably going to be there for 2 more months. Now, I want my last months there at that house with the kids to be the best that they can. I want to have the best impression on the kids, and if I'm just sitting here drinking around the house and moping around, the kids are going to wonder what the heck's going on, and that's going to be their last memory of you before you move out. And it's not a good look. You're not being a good dad. You're not being a good man. Don't turn to drinking, please. Right now you need your health, and you need to focus on your wealth. That's going to be covered in the I wills, though. Remember, what you do will be used against you. If you're drinking, it will be used against you. Don't waste your time on nonsense crap like TV, video games, Instagram, doom scrolling on TikTok. Stay away from all of that stuff. The thing that I did the second day after I got all of this device is I took all of my leisure apps and I put them in the back of my phone. So taking dumps is really boring now, because I'm not wasting extra time on the toilet. I'm not taking 30-minute dumps anymore trying to look through Instagram forever when I finished 25 minutes ago. Now's your chance to have some time, focus on yourself, get your stuff in order. And if you're wasting your time on Instagram and doom scrolling and all of that crap, it's just taking time away from you that you could be working on yourself. So please put all of that extra pleasure, leisure crap to the side for now. You can get back to it when you're ready to, but now's the time to focus and get your stuff in order. Most important out of the don't waste your time is stay away from girls. Stay away from them all online. If the first thing that you wanted to do the next day or however long after she told you she wanted a divorce was get on Tinder and start looking at all these apps, that is not good for you. You're focusing your time on girls. Girls are the reason why you're in this situation. They're bad for you. They're bad for men. It really is. Don't waste your time trying to hook up and stuff, because if you get caught, guess what? You're still married. That could be used against you in a court of law. Don't be wasting your time on energy on women anymore. Please don't do that. Definitely, if you do the last step, don't waste your time on nonsense. If you put like Instagram and all of that crap in the back of your phone and you're not looking at it, you're not being tempted by looking at sluts online. Another thing that looking at sluts online is going to do is it's going to put bad thoughts in your head. It did with me. The first night I got on Instagram and I was just like looking at girls and like thinking like, this is what I have to look forward to and stuff now that I'm single. But then I started thinking really fast, like, shit, this is why she wants a divorce, because she's a slut. If you're looking at girls and sluts and stuff online, it's eventually going to crawl into your head that that's why your wife is leaving you, and that's most likely not the case. Maybe for some of you it is, but if you are putting sluts in front of your eyes, that's where your mind is eventually going to go. So please put the porn, put the girls and all of that crap away, put the hookup culture away. It's time to focus on yourself. You will feel so much better knowing that you're not focusing on girls, and it's going to save you a lot of grief. Don't focus on girls. Now is your time to focus on yourself and the kids. That's it, guys. That's all I have for damage control. There's probably a lot more stuff I could have covered, but those are the biggest things that I did to help me out. And even my wife is, well, I should probably start calling her my ex-wife. Even she's appreciative that I am not running amok and falling apart and stuff. She's noticed a big difference in me over the last 5 days. And I'm not saying this to be hopeful that she'll want me back. I don't even want her back at this point. It's been 5 days and I'm already over her. That'll be covered in another video. But please help a dad out in the algorithm. Give me a like, a subscribe. If you want to keep on following my story, hit the notifications. I'm going to start making some shorts about the things that I'm doing around the house to prepare myself. The things I'm doing to keep myself busy and focused. I'm going to be posting every positive thing that I can to hopefully be an inspiration for you guys. So be looking out for those too, please. So yeah, definitely please give me a like, a subscribe, and follow my notifications. help a father out. I'll see you guys on the next video on part 2. It's damage control, the I wills.